Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. So in this session, I'm here with the SolidWorks inspection. So I'll quickly take you through the short intro of SolidWorks inspection. Let's get started with this. This SolidWorks inspection tool will help you to automate your inspection documentation process. Okay, so it will be available in the form of a standalone as well as the add-in form. So which will help you to automate your balloon and your PMI data. Okay, so which will also help in minimizing the time needed to record the inspection measurements, and SolidWorks inspection streamlines the creation of industry standard inspection reports. Okay, so it will like everything will be streamlined by using this tool that we'll see. So normally the question arises, right? Why do we create this inspection reports? So the first thing is to deal with the common quality assurance process to ensure the products meet quality and acceptance requirements. The first thing. Next thing is to document the characteristics to inspect and record the results. So these are the two main important things when it comes to QA. So when it comes to the manufacturing, if you're going to deal with the in-house process, so the first article inspection comes into account. Okay, that is in-process inspection, we can say, or else internal inspection. When it comes to outsourced, if you are outsourced from somewhere else, it is the same thing, that is first article inspection, which will be known as incoming inspection. So you're gonna just check each and everything before getting your project verified. Okay, so these are the two things we're gonna have it. So the workflow of this particular inspection is, when it comes to SolidWorks, you're gonna use the SolidWorks drawings. So in it you're gonna just balloon it, automate the balloons to create the all the dimension GD&T balloonings, and then you're gonna export this thing to SolidWorks standalone to get the Excel sheet to just automate your all the first article inspection reports, as you could see in the image. So this is how the workflow maintains here. So when it comes to the current methodologies, the practically what exactly we're doing. So what and all the problems we are currently facing with this is, it is the manual process where the company prints the paper and creates the balloons by hand. So this is a lengthier process, and sometimes it might create human errors. Okay, that is quite simple. So it is time consuming to create inspection documents, so that we already know that, right? So this is always error prone due to the duplicate data entry and the costly process, we can say. So these are the main problems when it comes to the current methodologies. So now, SolidWorks inspection. So it is available in two formats, as I said, that is SolidWorks add-in, and one more is standalone. So why it is used? To create inspection documents for QA, that is quality control or quality planning, we can say, in the form of, for example, it is first article inspection, it might be, or else it is inspection reports, or else balloon drawings required, or else the inspection methodologies like PPAP process or a PKP process and all. So for these things we use the SolidWorks inspections to create the reports, and then to perform the inspection as well as to record the measurements with respect to the tolerance requirement, we use the SolidWorks inspection. Okay, yeah, as I said, when it comes to the package, we have the add-in format, which will help you to create the project templates. So once it is done, you can export this particular steps to the standalone application. So now when it comes to the standalone application, you can able to deal with the task manager fields, and you can use the measurement inputs, and you can use the part column editor to just check these all the things and export it to Excel. So overall goal of this particular SolidWorks inspection is to reduce the operation cost and the human errors. So yep, so when it comes to SolidWorks, we'll take the example. So this is the flanged hub and we'll see the same thing. So I'll open the drawing of this. So this is the drawing, so which I had already produced, which has a few of the GD&T dimensions and a few of the things with normal dimensions. Now you can activate the SolidWorks add-in, inspection add-in, and you can use this new inspection report tool. So initially it will ask you for the template definition, so you can select any of these. So right now I'll go ahead with the default one. Okay, so here initially you're gonna get few inputs for the part name. If you double click on it, the SolidWorks automates these things, so we can simply select it from the drop down, or else you can manually add the part name and part number and part revisions and all, everything. Okay, so the vendor and all, so if you have the customers list, you can even manually add it, and the job ID, we can mention it. So in SolidWorks inspection, so we have the advanced capabilities that if you want to add the custom properties, you can simply click on add, and here you have these things. So check by, if you click on the plus icon, so it will just directly take you to the custom sheet format, and from there it will grab the data. Okay, same thing, if you want to add few more things, you can just select the same thing. And let me just add the, okay, the material. So if you want to add it here, you can directly go to this custom properties. From there you can select the same thing. So like this, you can add the custom properties, and then the extraction method, I'm using the automatic method, not the manual one. So later on I'll explain how to use this a particular manual method. So in this option, you can able to see I had checked each and everything should be taken into account. The nodes, the GD&T symbol, whole tables, and the surface finish, and even the auto export, everything I needed. So I'll simply go ahead, and these are the GD&T tolerance requirements. Okay, so if you want, you can change it according to the industry standards which you are looking for, or according to your firm requirement. And if you simply click on green check, the SolidWorks inspection will automate the ballooning process on the dimensions to go ahead with the first article inspection or QA process. Okay, so you could see here, this is how it automates each and every balloons. Now you can directly switch to the balloon location. If you simply right click on it, and you can use the zoom to the selected area, it will take you to that location. You can able to preview the dimensions with respect to the tolerances. So here you can customize your balloon formats. So let's say this is ballooning settings, attached balloon, the characteristics, in the sense it will be automatically locked to that position. So the shape, you can change it. So I'll go ahead with the hexagon. So if you want to change other things, you can able to do it. Once you do that, so the SolidWorks inspection will automatically update all the ballooning format to the default things what you have changed now. So you could see this is how it makes changes. Okay. So you can create the new template, whatever the things you have done, whatever the changes you have done, it will be stored as per the requirement, and whenever you want in future, you can able to access the same thing. Let's say in the same default location of the inspection, I'll add the template used to create this particular SolidWorks inspection report, and I'll save it. Well, so let's go ahead with the export to SolidWorks inspection project, so that you can open this particular thing into a standalone project. Okay, I'll save it as this, and you can go with the standalone inspection, and here you can open the project. so which are saved using the SolidWorks inspection add-in. You can simply browse it from here. So this is the thing which we had added into the SolidWorks inspection add-in, and you could see all the ballooning on the dimensions. And now when it comes to the table manager, we have the each and every details here. Sometimes you might not get the measurement inputs, so to activate that you can go to home tab and click on options. So by default it will be added like this. So if you want to add it separately, you can go to the uh, application options. From here you can activate this. Okay, measurement input and the data input. So once you're done with this, you can even change these all the default stuffs, so the ballooning options and the ballooning, the size, the shape and the font and the color, everything you can change it, and you can save this as a template. So once you're done with this, you can easily export this particular the sheet, the inspection sheet, to the Excel, so that you can just deal with the first article inspection. Before that, let me just go ahead with the measurement verification. So here you could see the dimension list and the upper and the lower limits, and if you want to check these things here, you can simply enter the value which you had got from the measurement by using the methods. So these values indicates the same thing. So 41.3 is not suitable, which is indicating in red. The second instance I had added 41.02, which is acceptable. The same thing, you can add all the things and cross check the same thing. Here it is 5.12, it is acceptable. So with respect to the tolerance limits which you had given, it is under the limits. The same thing, you can cross check for each and everything like this. So if you're going to deal with the multiple instances, so automatically it will be saved like this only, in even the Excel format as well. Okay, let's export this to Excel. So just need to click on this Excel, and we have the different standard templates here. So you can select suitable stuff, and here in this option we have the include document snapshots. Let's say if you want to just export whole drawing to the Excel sheet, you can able to do it by using this option, that is include document screenshots, green check, publish, save it on the required location, and once you're done with that, you can easily preview the same thing. As you could see, this is the image which is added in the form 4 French Hub. You can zoom in and zoom out, the same thing. So when you switch back to the form 3, you could see all the GD&T dimensions got captured and the updates got added here. Okay, this is the form 2, which is with respect to the raw material, and this is the form 1, which is with respect to the first article inspection report. Okay, so like this it will automate these things. So if you want to customize your template, we can able to do it. So now we'll see this model. So here I'll show a few things. If I go to the same thing, new inspection project, you can select the standard which we had already created and saved as a template, right, in here. So you can select it. So you could see the automates the custom properties. You don't need to recreate again. So by default it will be saved, and all the things we had specified during that particular inspection report, everything will be added here by default. If you want, you can remove, or if you want, you can simply add everything here. So right now I'm going to look only towards the GD&T things, so I'll only select this thing, and once you're done with this, you can simply include the one more thing, that is the whole table, so which is the advanced capability of SolidWorks inspection, we can say. So it will automatically recognize whole table, and it will also balloon the same thing for the inspection report. And once you just run it, you're gonna have this, and you could see this is the whole table wizard, and from there it has extracted all the things, the whole table, and then it has created the ballooning for other things. So now we'll take this model into account. Here I'll showcase few things. I'll just go ahead with the new inspection project, and I'll use the manual method this time. So you can use the add characteristics, and you can manually select the dimensions which exactly you want to extract. Okay, so sometimes you might not need all the dimensions to be added into the inspection report. If you're specifically looking for few of the things, you can manually select it like this, and you can go ahead with the first article inspection report. Or else if you want to select whole dimensions, you can do it. So software will automatically recognize all the required inputs. So this is how we can able to manually customize your first article inspection report by using the SolidWorks inspection balloons to the dimensions. Now when it comes to updates and all, let's say if you are going to delete few of the dimensions and all, in that case is how this gonna work. So let me just create the same inspection report again by using the default standard template. Yep. So now let's see. Here we have the dimension 7.25, which is available twice, so we don't need one, so I'll simply delete it. I'll update this one so we can rebuild it, and once you do that, in the characteristic somewhere in the bottom we'll get this, so you can simply right click on it and you can use this accept this changes. So what it does is it will automatically update the thing according to the available dimensions. So this is how you can just remove the dimensions which you don't want manually. So let's say I'm gonna add one more dimension from here to here, so I'll place it here. Now for this, it should automate the ballooning. So to deal with this, if you simply rebuild on it, so SolidWorks inspection automates this as well. So it will give you the update, and you can easily make the changes inside the reports within simple clicks. So simply right click and use this option accept this changes. Okay, and automatically the ballooning will be added to that dimension. Yeah, so now we'll see how to deal with the PDFs, and how to work on them, and how to extract the data from that particular PDF files by using the SolidWorks standalone inspection. Now we have two methods. One is smart extraction, one is OCR method. I would like to use the OCR method and activate the dimensions to extract the dimensions manually. So this is a PDF which I had opened. It is not this CAD format model. So you can use a single characteristics or multi characteristics, depends upon your requirement. Okay. So before doing that, you're gonna get this particular pop-up with options. You can able to set each and every standards and the required references. So they have the like all the uh balloon characteristics like font and all, and even the balloon shape, and same thing you can just deal with the general options to deal with the tolerance limits. Okay, so like this you can customize your template before initiating anything. So you could say this is the display things, these are the all the steps, this is the general. Okay, so once you're done with this, you can simply save it as template to access upcoming projects. So now, so you can simply use the OCR extraction dimension method to just capture the only dimensions. So that software can recognize these dimensions from the PDF itself. So it's a kind of external document, right? So here I'm gonna add this GD&T symbol as well. And even I would like to introduce the surface finish symbols as well. So you can simply select these things by simply dragging rectangle on these all the dimensions. Okay, so as I could say, this is how it got generated each and every dimensions with respect to the tolerances and the surface finishes. And if you want to just validate the same thing, you can simply enter the practical data which you got it from the shop floor to ensure whether it is under tolerance. Okay, so that's all about this particular session. I hope you had gone through the brief overview of SolidWorks inspection. It's a kind of short intro video to the SolidWorks inspection. I hope you enjoyed. Yep, so that's all about the session. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. Bye everyone.